last video I did about, people being inauthentic and how we can see it now, right? You can't hide it anymore. And I, crossed um, a line in age where I just don't care anymore. And I am being exactly who I want to be. And it's very, very freeing, I have to say. I had a friend who just turned 50 yesterday, actually. And I told her, these are going to be the best years yet because you really don't care anymore what people think. You really, really don't. I wish it came earlier in our lives because it would have saved me a lot of pain. And I don't mean pain from outside experiences. I mean internal pain from how I judged myself to where I am now. Um, but it didn't. It just doesn't work that way. There's this. I've seen it on Facebook. It's the We Do Not Care Club, and that lady's brilliant because we do not care. We do not care. Okay. Look at me. I'm here making videos. I like to, I have like these feather earrings that I never have a chance to wear. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to wear them when I make my video because they're cute. Right. I'm going to dress the way that I want if it makes no sense to anybody else. I'm going to eat what I want the way that I want to eat it at the time that I want to eat it. I'm not concerned about being a size 0 or a size 2 anymore. That's just not reality. It's just not my reality anyway. Looking at my body and beating the shit out of it, those days are over. Okay, because you know what's happened because of all the resentment and all the stuff that I have gone through in my life and all the pain. Now that I'm older and I'm middle age and I've crossed the 50-year-old mark, my body is saying to me, you need to love me because the yo-yoing about the weight, I was never a big dieter anyway. I always kind of ate what I wanted, but I do remember a time where I would cut down and I would go on these strict programs so that I could, be super thin or whatever. And then because I'm criticizing, because obviously if we're doing that, I'm saying to my body, well, you're not good enough the way that it is, right? And that gets absorbed. And I notice, and this is just my noticing, that people that do this yo-yo dieting, that is a form of your body becomes resistant. Let me just say, your body is resisting you because you're not loving it fully the way you think you are loving it, right? You try this, you're on this supplement, you do this, and what you're saying to your body is you're not good enough. So even if you do lose the weight, the weight comes back because that's not where the problem is. The problem is that we don't love our bodies the way that they should be loved, especially considering what our bodies do for us. Like the conversation I had on my show the other day, she was talking about the amazing things people who have come into this planet disabled can do. How they use their own creativity to work in a world that wasn't built for them. They have to work around the things that we take for granted and what our bodies can do. So my point about this video was really talking about loving ourselves, and I mean really loving ourselves and accepting our bodies for and loving our bodies for what they can do, because if we don't, what happens is it comes up to be dealt with, and dealing with it may look like an illness, truthfully, a pain like I have, like, yesterday out of nowhere, my stomach, I mean, it just was like killing me, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, what is it that you're telling me that I need to hear, that I'm not hearing? I'm doing the work. I'm doing the releasing of the anger, the resentment. I could be resentful to a lot of people, and I'm still working on, and I still have some past resentments that I'm working on, and I'm releasing, and I'm like, get out, get out. I don't want you to hold on to you anymore. But what is it? What is it? And I was talking to a medical intuitive, and after we did a show together, and all these shows you'll be able to see shortly. And she was telling me, because after she works on somebody, she does a lot of belching and a lot of stuff comes up. And she's saying that I'm very empathic, which I already know. And a lot of my stomach stuff is me processing all this information that's coming to me and other people's energies. And that's where it really is. It's this constant, like churning, and I have to just release all this energy. So my body is doing a lot of releasing the energies that it is held on to for 50 plus years of my life, right? And that's what happens. And we need to, really do the inner work. Like I said in the last video, those people who are faking it, you're just faking it. We know you're fake. You're fake, you're a fraud, you're phony. Okay? Do the real work. The real work is doing the inner work. Don't go out and, get your nails done and all that stuff and like think, oh, I'm doing self-care. No, self-care is acknowledging that maybe you're an asshole. Maybe that's your self-care. And then going to seek help and say, why am I the asshole? And finding out, like, okay, well, that's what this happened to me. And I've been blaming other people instead of taking responsibility for it. And I'm using it as an excuse because I'm insecure and I don't like myself. So I'm the asshole. That's doing the work. You want to do the work? The work's not pretty. You want to do the inner work? It's not fun. It's not pretty at all. It's not a beauty day. It's not a spa day. Listen, don't get me wrong. Spa days are great. Beauty days are great. I mean, I come on here, I do my hair, and I put on my jewelry and, my lipstick and all the things that I like because, of course, especially I'm a double Leo. So that is very important, how I come across. But the wonderful thing is I have so many other aspects of my personality that allow me to hold myself accountable, because I will say it over and over again. I'll never stop saying it. It's an inside job. It's an inside job. You want to get better? It's inside. People are putting their stuff all over you. You need to figure out how to have some boundaries. You need to stop taking on other people's stuff. And that is another wonderful thing that you find is a lot easier to do when you cross that 5-0 mark. Let me tell you, a lot. Because I don't care. I care about me first. And I don't mean that in an egotistical, selfish way. I mean that in that if I care about me, I have all this love, all this joy, all of this expression and creative energy that I can share with you and with the people that I love. That's how I mean it. But we have to clean up our stuff, man. And our bodies are the surest way of telling you what is going on inside of you that you need to work on. And it's very, very freeing not to care about what other people think anymore and just care about what you think. Connect to your higher self. Ask your body what it needs. Go within and do the real work, and you'll start to see major differences. All right, everyone. Love everybody. See you next time.